Hi, everybody. Welcome into today's show here on JTV. It is Monday, November 17th. I had the wrong date on here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
Oh, I am too.
I'm David. That's Adam.
I'm Adam.
Thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency. Did you have a pretty good weekend?
Yeah, a lot of football, man. I mean, got to do the Lumen Christi game, so that was fun. Still undefeated, just saying.
Never lost.
And then, yeah, that on Friday, obviously college on Saturday and pros on Sunday. So a football-filled weekend for me.
Yep. I was at Hudson Friday. That's my favorite field to go to.
Yeah.
The result for Springport was
not great.
Not great.
Yeah.
But it was still, I love going to Hudson. It's a great field. And then I was out of town with some friends and some cousins Saturday. I won some money.
Hey, I like that.
I doubled, and then
hey,
I did not end up doubling on the way out.
Oh, no. Well, that's how they always get you.
But I still won money.
I was going to say, normally how I end the casino, it's like if I go there before a Tigers game, if I bet on the game, come back, get my money, you just got to, they put the roulette tables right next to the sports book. So you got to just put what you won on black or red and see if you get it. Put it on red, and if you win, then you double it up.
Slots or something if you go before the game, and if you win, you take that money and buy beer or whatever.
I was going to say I didn't specify. You gamble a little bit before the game, and then
I know you gambled before the game.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to do it. I mean,
after the game. Tip
to anybody going down to Comerica or Ford Field or Little Caesars, it's like park at MGM, free parking. Buy a few drinks or something there, and then go out to the stadium. It's free parking, so it's just like take advantage of that. Sure, you might put a few bucks on something. There's nowhere else where it's
free parking.
You might, if you win at the casino.
You don't even get free parking here in downtown Jackson.
Exactly. And it's like you go to the casino, free parking, and then you might get paid to park there if you end up profiting at the casino.
There you go.
So not encouraging gambling, but just saying, like, if you're of age and you can do that downtown, that's the way to do it.
We don't encourage gambling.
No, of course not.
But we still like to gamble.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, legally, of course. Legally.
High school football regional finals is how we start off today's show. We are down to one team after Saturday's regional game, but we had 4 games over the weekend. Let's start in Division 5. Monroe Jefferson, 71-45 over Michigan Center. The Cardinals end their season with a shootout loss on the road. 71 is the most points allowed by the Cardinals since 2019, when Addison put up 62 with a T offense on Michigan Center that year. Michigan Center finishes the season at 10-2 overall, winning the Cascades East Division and a district championship. I couldn't believe the amount of points that were scored over the weekend, and then we were, we were all texting each other updates.
Yeah. I mean, I was on the field getting these updates, and I couldn't believe it. And then hearing them announce them over the PA and hearing everybody go, "What?" in the crowd, it was interesting.
So 71-45, we have photos and video highlights from Michigan Center online at jtv.tv. In Division 6, Lumen Christi 21-7 over the Blue Streaks of Ida. The Titans defeat Ida for the second year in a row in the regional final, and they win their 5th straight regional championship for the Titans and 23rd in program history. Our guy Sean Walicki led the Titans with 2 touchdowns, and Lumen Christi taking on another T offense and 12-0 Almont in the Division 6 state semifinal. That's going to be on Saturday, 1 o'clock at Novi High School. And Josh Brigette after the game with the head coach, Herb Brogan.
Josh Brigette here with head coach Herb Brogan. After a 21-7 win over Ida, coach, your 23rd regional championship program history. You got to be really proud of the way your boys played tonight against a tough Ida team.
Oh, I'm against a really good Ida team that I thought executed their offense really well. But I'm just as proud as we can be. We've faced some adversity with this group all year long. They took it right down our throats on the first drive, and we just battled back. We kept battling, and made big plays when we had to.
They scored on that opening drive, but you told me before the game you have to stop their power off tackle, and you guys did that the last 3 quarters of this ball game. What adjustments did you make, and how well does your defense prepare you for this game tonight?
Well, I think you got to look at Shane and James Williams. Did a great job. Dan Horn did a great job preparing our defense against these kids. To hold them to 7 points is a real accomplishment because they're big, they're physical. That 20 is a great running back. Just really, really proud of the effort from the coaches and the kids.
You got a huge touchdown right before the half, 12 seconds to go. Beautiful pass by your quarterback, Benny Gaston. West Learned elevates, goes up in the air, makes a great catch. How big of a play was that before the half? And just talk about those 2 players.
Well, it was a great play, and we'll talk about West Learned because he made some big ones, but it was Paul Sattler on that one. So I thought Sattler made it was a great catch and a good throw. Benny put the ball there, but the corner was right there as well, and Paul just was aggressive as can be and went up and took the football.
Sean Walicki had a big game on both sides of the ball, 2 rushing touchdowns for you. He was great on defense. Just talk about his effort tonight.
Well, he's a captain, and he's been a 3-year starter. He's been our leader on defense all year long. And, I think this I haven't seen the stats yet, and Paul did a nice job running the ball, but this defense, as physical as they were, sets up for Sean's style a little bit, and he took advantage of it.
Looks like you're not going to be able to get away from the tee at all. Almont up big right now. Have you had a chance to see them? What do you just think going into them, a 3rd week in a row facing a T team?
Well, we've seen a little bit of them on tape. They've played every night we have, so we have not been able to see them personally. But they're a good program. They're up in this thing every year. They're another wing T team. They're going to be deceptive. We just got to keep getting better.
Titans head into their 23rd semifinal. Next week they'll play Saturday at 1 o'clock. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, thanks a bunch, Josh.
So more highlights and photos from Lumen over Ida online as well at JTV.tv. The game I was at, Thompson Field, the legendary field in Hudson, Michigan, 68-22. The Tigers big over Springport in Division 8. Springport's historic season came to an end on Friday. Hudson led 22-8 after the opening quarter. Really never looked back after that. Hudson scored on the first drive to make it 8-0. Springport went down and answered to tie the game at 8 and then had some trouble on a punt on 4th down and went downhill from there. Hudson rushed for a total of 572 yards in this game. Unreal. 572 yards. Springport finishes the year 11-1 with their first ever district championship and the Big 8 championship as well. Hudson improves to 12-0, and they are going to play Allen Park Cabrini in the semifinal.
I had some people back home talking about this game because a lot of my buddies went to Cabrini. So,
well, they had a heck of a game in their game on Friday. They beat Madison Heights Madison by 1.
Wow.
I believe in overtime as well. 35-34.
Well, they got a tough opponent coming up, so
that's going to be a good game with Hudson.
It's going to be a great game, but I think Hudson has it. I think Hudson was kind of destined to go to the championship this year. So
you going to go to Adrian College Saturday?
Probably not.
Or are you going to go with us to Novi?
That's what I was going to say. I'm going to Novi. I want to see Lumen Christi. I got to be on the sidelines for this. I mean, come on.
I didn't know if you were going with us.
Yeah,
Saturday.
I got to be on the sidelines. I mean, I want them to win. So.
All right. Well, I'll be there. You'll be there.
Let's go.
I think Noah will be
Noah's
there
gonna be there.
If he's back by then.
Yep. So I think we'll have the three
Josh
of us.
Brigette.
Yeah, Josh will be there too. So it'll be the 4 of us then.
Yep. So Hudson taking on Allen Park Cabrini in the D8 semifinal at Adrian College on Saturday. The only problem I have with this game, Hudson and Cabrini, I have one problem with it. Semis are always supposed to be neutral. It's supposed to be as close as possible in the middle between the two schools. Hudson and Adrian are 20 minutes away, right down there, one road from each other.
Yeah.
One road. I know that because me and Austin went to Hoagie Man before.
Oh, there you go.
In Adrian.
The famous Hoagie Man.
Yeah, which was really good. It was Austin's first time having Hoagie Man. Highly recommend you go out of your way to go to Adrian for it. But anyways, literally, Adrian to Hudson's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
From Adrian to Allen Park,
Yeah.
about an hour.
Longer. Yeah, a little bit longer.
More in the middle would be like Celine or Chelsea or something like that. In Ann Arbor school, whatever. That's my only issue.
Yeah,
Is
it's a
that.
far
Now,
drive.
they want a big enough facility to have as many people, and I get that, but that's a home game for Hudson.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Um,
But I think the Cabrini fans are going to be going crazy. They have a chance to go to state championships. So I
for
think,
the first time ever.
yeah, so I think they're going to be piling in there. So we might see some Allen Park representation.
Yep. Tell your buddies to make
I'll
the
say
trip.
get on out there, guys.
Tell them to go to Hoagie Man
Yep,
first
there you
because
go.
it's right down the same road, 223 from Adrian College. So go to Hoagie Man and then go to Adrian
There we
College. So Hudson 68-22 over Springport. Great season for Coach Ben Pack and the Spartans. Tough loss against Hudson. 572 rushing yards. Watching the highlights, even we got faked out and we didn't know who had the ball.
Yeah,
they run
that's
it
when you
so
know you
well.
got a good offense.
But you can't take anything away, though, from their season. Great season by Coach Beck. So historic. They got to the district final last year. Heartbreaker, lost by 1. Got past that and had a chance for their first regional championship. So still first Big 8 title. 2 playoff wins. The turnaround from 2 years ago. Can't give Coach Pack and the kids enough credit at Springport. So shout out to them on a great season. And in Division 7 on Saturday, Schoolcraft 22, Hanover Horton 14. The Eagles of Schoolcraft scored on a 13-play drive with just over 4 minutes left in the game to take the lead and the victory. Austin Hocker threw for a touchdown to A.J. Fielder, and J.J. Russ finished with a rushing touchdown for the Comets, and Adam Lay led the defense with 10 tackles. Hanover Horton finishes their season at 9-3 with their first ever Cascades Conference Championship and their first ever district title. Again, just like Springport, history for the Comets. Can't say enough about the Comets and what they did
Amazing
this year.
season. To be able to have a shot to be able to go to the semifinals. We didn't think they'd be in that spot early on in the season. So to be able to see that, that's really cool.
Starting off 1-2.
Yeah.
Getting killed by Michigan Center early on.
Right.
Losing to Monroe Jefferson, who beat up on Center.
Yeah.
You thought, okay, they made the playoffs last year, but maybe they get in and it's first round again.
Yeah. But what a showing. What a showing for the Comets.
And the huge win streak they had, including the conference championship. So congrats to Coach Messer, coordinator Clark Vinton, and all the Hanover kids. Great season for them and for their community, too, for the Hanover Horton Comets.
And I got to say, it was very nice to be in the regional finals and have 4 games. To be able to have the local area teams do this
First time ever we've had 4 in the regional.
Crazy. So it's super cool that we have that. We still got Lumen Christi to see if they can go all the way. So we still at least got one team left. But there's been some seasons I've been here where it's Lumen after the second round, first round, and that's it. It's just Lumen the rest of the way because everybody else is lost. So it's really cool to be able to see all the other teams still involved.
So we've got photos and video highlights and everything and all the coverage from the regional final games online at jtv.tv and on our Facebook and YouTube as well with video highlights. Also, just thank you to everybody who's watched throughout the football season, not just this show, but obviously all the coverage, we talk about on this show, other JTV shows.
The highlights online.
Yeah, the highlights online, the locker room, anywhere where you can see football highlights and videos, and on our Facebook too, especially the numbers we've gotten throughout the postseason. And the engagement on our social media and throughout the season as well. So thank you to everyone who's followed along as well with us. So coming up on the show today, our volleyball season ended. Both of our local teams lost in the regional final on Thursday. So we'll recap that. Plus, we had a lot of close games in the NFL on Sunday. including the Packers barely making it past the New York Giants.
Ooh, I was hoping. I was pulling for the Giants. It almost happened.
Jordan Love got hurt,
Yep.
and Josh Jacobs got hurt.
That I was upset about because I have him in fantasy, so I was not
I do
happy
too.
about that. Yeah.
Well, I'm very upset by both.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you were.
We won, but still,
Jordan Love came back.
you still lose to the Panthers. You barely beat the Giants, but Love and Jacobs get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have the next 3 games are all division games. We've got the Bears next week, Lions Thanksgiving, and then the Vikings after that.
Ooh, yeah.
So if
that's-
Love and or Jacobs is out, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I mean, the Bears are leading the NFC North now. Can you believe that, by the way?
So nuts. It'll be the Lions again soon. We're going to go on a win streak here.
I think not the way yesterday went.
Yeah, good defense. This is, we're facing the Giants this week. Not worried. Not worried about the Giants compared to you guys should have been worried about the Giants.
All right. If Jameis is playing, I'd be worried.
Famous Jameis.
I think he is because Dart
Let's
has the
go.
concussion.
Famous Jameis.
So I assume he's going to play. I'd be worried.
Yeah, I'm
It's not
worried.
like the Lions are too much better than Green Bay.
Oh, yeah, they are.
We'll find out on
That's
on
right.
Turkey Day.
That's right. We'll find out on Thanksgiving. How about that?
I will not be having a very good Thanksgiving
Hey.
if this game does not go well.
I'll be having a great Thanksgiving if it doesn't go well for the Packers. So I'm banking on it.
And so will everybody else.
That's right.
The texts I will be getting throughout the game.
Oh, yeah, you'll be getting them.
So a lot of close NFL games. Pistons have won 9 in a row. Tarek Skubal back-to-back Cy Young
Yeah.
Awards. Michigan barely hanging on against Northwestern. Michigan State sucks. They lost to Penn State. And JC and Spring Arbor men's and women's basketball updates. So that's all coming up on the show today. We'll talk high school volleyball regional finals when we come back here on JTV. Welcome back here on JTV. High school volleyball regionals also happened before football last Thursday. We had 2 teams in the regional finals. Both teams fell. So other than Lumen football, we are officially done with fall sports. Although some winter sports have already began. Hockey's already began
Yeah.
for Lumen and
Yep.
Jackson United.
I'm excited to do those live games.
Yep. So they only play once, Lumen and United against each other. Normally they play twice, but they play once. But we will be doing a couple of other hockey games on JTV.
So we still get to do multiple games this year. So
Yeah, we'll have Lumen versus Jackson United, and I don't think anybody else has shared it on the air, so I'm going to share it for the first time because I know, so why not?
yeah, there you go.
Jackson United versus Ann Arbor Huron at Optimus, Saturday, December 6th. We will have that live Saturday night on JTV. Saturday night hockey.
Yeah, that sounds good.
First-year head coach Corey Doran for United, so that's going to be exciting. And then we'll have Lumen and Jackson United in January.
Hey,
So,
nice.
But anyways, back to high school volleyball regionals. Division II, Tecumseh 3-0 over Western in straight sets at Charlotte in the final on Thursday. Western finishes the season 41-10-3. They were ranked in the top 10 for several weeks this year in Division II, so a great season for Western and a second straight district title. Tecumseh is now 55-2, and they look to continue their run to the state final. Tecumseh made it to the state championship in 2024, and they look to get back there, and they pretty much are the favorite to win in Division II. So Brandon's niece, Chloe Bollinger, number 8 for Tecumseh, is on the team.
Yeah.
So shout out to her and Tecumseh.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Sucks for Western, but great win for Tecumseh.
For sure.
And then in Division III, I was at this game on Thursday night in Clinton. By the way, they redid their gym and their facilities a few years
Is
ago.
it nice?
Oh, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's awesome. And their walking track on top.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah. So Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central straight sets over Hanover. The game was certainly not played. It did not look like straight sets. All 3 sets were really close. The intensity and the energy in the gym was great, and that's what you want for a regional final game in any sport. So Monroe St. Mary 3-0 over the Comets. That was a rematch from the quarterfinal in 2024, and they met again. And Monroe, it was in their favor again this year. Hanover Horton finishes the season 42-2-1, number 4 in the state rankings, second straight conference title, and a second straight regional final appearance. So congratulations to Coach Amber Cole for Hanover Horton and her team, and head coach Jody Johnston and Western. NFL Week 11, we had a lot of close games. Sunday morning in Madrid, 2 terrible teams between Miami and Washington, but it was a good game. In overtime, the Dolphins 16-13.
I did not watch this game because I was not going to get up that early.
I woke up at like 11. I forgot it was on.
Yep. I kind of forgot.
Turned on the second half.
Yep. Oh, there you go. So you got to see the second half in OT.
Yep. Carolina over Atlanta, 30-27. You know, Carolina's a little bit on the come up.
It's crazy. I mean, I think they're above 500 or they're at 500 right now. I think they might be a game above. But
the standings, NFC, Carolina is only a half game back of the Lions.
Oh my God. What about the Packers?
They are a game and a half ahead of Detroit.
No, the Packers are? Oh yeah, because the Packers won. For some reason I keep thinking they lost.
Well, and we don't have the 4 losses like the Lions. We have the tie.
Yeah, you have that tie against the Cowboys. You guys could have won.
Thanks.
Yeah, you guys could have won that game if you just would have went for it.
Oh, trust me, they went for it on the last play. Lucky there was 1 second
dude,
left.
yeah, if that ball would have went up in the air instead of crashing into the ground, it would have been over.
So NFC, Carolina's 9th.
That's so crazy.
Detroit 8.
I mean, good for Carolina.
Yeah.
Good for Carolina. This is kind of the turnaround. I know a lot of people going into the season thought they were going to be a lot better. I was very pessimistic about it, but they have performed a lot better. I mean, they're still not one of the best teams, but it's crazy to think like they could squeak into the playoffs here.
Well, they have a tough schedule coming up.
Oh, do they?
This week this next Monday they are at San Fran on Monday night.
Yeah, it'll probably be a loss.
Then they host the Rams.
That's definitely a loss.
Their only for sure win is against New Orleans.
I think they beat New Orleans, and I think they have a shot against.
But then they still have both their games against Tampa Bay.
Oh,
and
my
they play
gosh.
Seattle.
Yeah, okay. So that's just victim of a bad schedule. They're gonna cool off for sure.
Yeah. Houston 16-13 over the Titans.
Should have been that tight.
Should
not have been that tight.
Game-winning field goal late for Houston. Houston is 1 game behind Jacksonville for the last AFC playoff spot. If you can believe Jacksonville's in the playoffs at 6-4. The Bears also got a field goal late, 19-17 over the Vikings. The Bears going on a run. As much as I hate saying that,
7-3 right now.
they are 7-3, and they are number 3 in the NFC.
I never would have predicted that they would be 7-3 at any point this year.
Right
I thought
now,
they were going to be better.
if the playoffs started today, it would be Green Bay at Chicago first round.
Oh man,
and they wouldn't have a chance against Green Bay. Packers 27-20 over the Giants. Love and Jacobs both hurt. I don't really want to talk about that game, even though we won.
Yeah, you guys won.
I still think we're terrible. The Rams 21-19 over Seattle. That was a great game.
That was a great game.
The Ravens over the Browns 23-16.
You know who showed up for the first time? Shedeur was there. Can you believe it? I was rooting for the Ravens.
He thought he was all that and more.
Yeah, I was rooting for the Ravens, but the second Shedeur came in, I was just like, okay, wait a second. I was like, I want this guy to do something. And he did not do anything.
4 of 16 for 47 yards and an interception and got sacked twice.
Yeah, what's he supposed to? He was under pressure like every single play, so I felt bad for him. Poor Shedeur over there. But hopefully he gets to start coming up. I don't know if Gabriel's healthy, they might just throw him in. But
I hope not. The Broncos 22-19 walk-off field goal over Kansas City.
That was a nice back and forth game.
Denver number 1 in the AFC,
and that pretty much sealed the deal for them to win that division. I feel like
Well, let me
I mean,
look
they
at
are
this again.
easily better than the other teams that are close. And then it's like, KC's now at 500. It's just, I just think that the Broncos are easily going to win now.
The Chargers are 2 games behind Denver.
And I just feel like Denver's going to win more than the Chargers in this last remaining.
And they play each other week 18.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Good game to have. So if the Chargers can at least get close, that could be the decider.
Well, and I think the Broncos are going to keep winning because this week, this next Sunday after Thanksgiving, they have the Commanders.
Okay.
So that's a win.
Yep.
So they'll be 10-2. They'll beat the Raiders 11-2. Then they play Green Bay. So they could be either 12-2 or 11-3.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's Jacksonville, Kansas City, and then the Chargers.
Those last 3 games could be difficult for them.
Those were all playoff teams except for Kansas City.
Yeah.
But
which could sneak into the wild card if they win a few.
I hope not, because you know what's going to happen. They're going to make it in the playoffs.
Every year.
They're going to get some calls, and they're going to win some games and win the Super Bowl, and it's going to be a whole story about here's Kansas City again.
Yep.
I don't want to hear that.
Travis
again.
Kelce.
No.
Travis Kelce.
And who? Travis Kelce and
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Taylor Swift.
Oh.
And Sunday Night Football. The Eagles 16-9 over the Lions.
What was that?
It makes me feel a little bit better about the Green Bay game. The Lions played terrible. Great defense by the Eagles. Horrible offensive play calling by the plays by the Lions. I will say though, terrible pass interference call.
I was just about to say. I was like, that pass interference call was terrible.
But besides that, the Lions played terrible, and the Eagles are rolling on. Number 1 in the NFC.
They don't deserve that at all. But, you had 30-mile-an-hour winds during that game, made long kicks really tough, made throwing the ball really tough. Lions just had a few things went their way, they would have won that game. I mean, for crying out loud, if the PI call wouldn't have been made, they would have had a shot. But
well, they weren't playing good enough. They wouldn't have scored anyways.
yeah, but against the top, what I see as the top defense in the NFL, it's tough. It's tough, and that's going to be like that every week. I mean, we see how teams go against the Browns, the other one of the other top defenses, and they look terrible against the Browns. But the Browns' offense can't do enough. Just like the Eagles' offense right now is just can't do enough, and that's against a Detroit team that isn't fully healthy in all aspects, where the Eagles team is healthy. So, I'm not panicking yet as a Tigers fan or as a Lions fan. Well, I am as a Tigers fan because we're probably not going to get Scooble back. But as a Lions fan, because I think we're going to string some wins together here. And I don't think the Bears are going to hold on to this top spot. So we'll see as the season goes. But I'm not freaking out like other people are.
I think I saw some comment on Facebook that John Morton's laughing at Dan Campbell now because of how they played.
I don't think so. You're facing the top defense.
Yeah.
Like, calm down in a windy game on the road. Sunday night.
What is Sunday night part?
Prime time. Prime time's different. Not your normal start time. Not starting like at 1 o'clock like everybody always does. It's a little bit different. All the eyes are on you. It's just a little different.
Eagles beat the Lions 16-9. They beat Green Bay 10-7.
All these low-scoring, terrible, boring games that Philly's putting on. You just wouldn't expect with how many weapons they have on offense.
A win is a win.
It is, but
in the NFL.
But not having these dominating wins like I think we almost predicted that they would and that they had last year almost tells me that it's like, man, they get into a playoff, they get into a playoff game with a team that's got a really good defense and an all right offense. They might be able to string enough points together. Or flip it around. An all right defense and a really good offense is what I meant to say. They might be able to get some points on the board, and they are not going to beat a team in a shootout. If Philly's defense isn't playing well, they're going to lose. And I feel like that can happen in the playoffs. There's a lot of teams in the NFC that could score points. So,
yeah, Philly's not a team where they can hang in a shootout and score 30, 40 points.
Right now they're not.
And you look at a lot of the games that the Rams have played this year.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Give me all those teams against.
All three of those teams right now, I would say still beat Philly.
To me, they're better than the Eagles. So yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking that Detroit's better than the Eagles, but we'll see. I would love a postseason rematch.
I think that'd be a great postseason rematch.
Yeah.
Or if you end up having to play Green Bay in the playoffs.
That ain't gonna happen.
Or if Green Bay plays the Eagles in the playoffs.
Well, they're not gonna get to the playoffs, so.
Who's not going to get
Green
to the
Bay.
playoff? Stop that.
What? You were just, I think last week you were talking about like it's over, season's over, and now one win against the Giants, and now you're just like, oh no, we're going all the way.
I didn't say that. I'm still not confident.
Yeah.
We're still terrible,
Oh yeah.
especially now with the backup quarterback and a second string running back.
Didn't Jordan Love come back in that game? Pretty sure he did. I know Malik Willis played a little bit, but I'm pretty sure.
I did not watch most of the game. I was driving on my way home from where I was out of town.
Yeah,
from Saturday.
I think I would have to double check. I'm gonna look it up right now.
But, I mean, Green Bay's going to get in the playoffs. I know last week I was a little pissed off, to say the least, and I said that we were going to miss the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. I still think we'll make the playoffs. We're not going to win a playoff game.
Jordan Love did come back in, by the way. So he did end up coming back in by the end of the game. So you guys had him at least for 3 quarters or so. But that doesn't mean that next week he's going to be healthy. I'm not sure what the injury was. I just hope Jacobs comes back selfishly for fantasy. I don't care about the Packers, but for fantasy, I want it back.
Well, the Packers schedule coming up, I mentioned earlier, 3 division games, Vikings, Lions, Bears, and then the Broncos.
Ooh.
And then the second Bears game after that.
That's a tough schedule, man.
And then the Ravens have been on a little bit of a run since they've got everybody healthy. We play the Ravens right after the second Bears game.
Have fun.
And then week 18 against Minnesota.
For the last game.
We'll really see starting this coming Sunday if this is really going to be a legit playoff team like Green Bay, or if we're going to go backwards.
Out.
Yeah. Any other nuggets from the NFL?
No, not really. I mean, it's just
a lot of close games again this week. Some low-scoring games.
It was a fun week to watch. I mean, there was a lot of good games. There was only one game that was a blowout in the 1:00 window. I think it was just the Jags game, I believe.
I didn't expect them to blow the Chargers away.
No, not at all. That was a big surprise. But other than that, everything was really close. At least came down to, if you watch NFL Red Zone, came down to the witching hour. Came down to the fourth quarter. So
my favorite hour of every Sunday.
That's right. But yeah, no. I think a fun week to watch football across the board.
Also, the Ravens fake tush push against the Browns.
That was baller, dude. Freaking Mark Andrews spun. They handed it to. He spun around. And
Speaking of that, the balls to call that play.
Crazy.
Is ridiculous. And then you still got the first down even if you wouldn't have scored, but still.
Yeah.
The balls to call that play in that situation against the Browns defense. Man.
Unreal.
And not only that, but the guy running it is Mark Andrews.
Yeah. What a play.
So that is about it for NFL Week 11. When we come back, Pistons have won 9 in a row. They are on fire.
Yes.
11-2 on the year. Tarek Skubal back-to-back Cy Young Awards, and Michigan over Northwestern. We'll be right back. Welcome back here on JTV, brought to you by the Insurance Circle Agency, myinsuranccircle.com. The Detroit Pistons, 9 in a row, 11-2, including one of those wins a few days ago with no Cade, no Ivy, no Jalen Duren, no Thompson, no Marcus Sasser. There's like 7 guys that were out.
I watched that game. That was awesome.
And still got the win. I'd be really, really happy then with the bench and everybody with Detroit. If for some reason we have 7 players like that out again.
Duncan Robinson looked so good. There's times where he's just awesome.
You know,
throwing up Curry-like shots out there.
When we started the year, I didn't know why he was starting at first.
Yeah.
But
I can see it now.
Yep. So they are home tonight, Monday, against Pacers, and then back-to-back at Atlanta Tuesday.
And I think Pacers, real quick, I think Pacers are like 1 win on the year. I think they're like 1-11 or something like that. They played terrible. I can imagine if that team didn't have Halliburton on the team, period, how bad that team would be throughout the entirety of the season, because they're really bad.
So they are at home Monday, back-to-back at Atlanta Tuesday, and then Saturday night in Milwaukee on NBA TV against the Bucks. Tarek Skubal won the Cy Young Award in the American League for this year, the back-to-back Cy Young Award winner for the first time since the year 2000. Not surprised.
I'm trying to remember who that would have been. If it would have been the year 2000, my thought is...
You going to guess?
I'm going to guess. I have 2 names on top of my head. Let me know when you have the name, because it's between 2 in my head. It's either Pedro Martinez or it's Roger Clemens. It's probably one or the other. Let's see. Do you have it?
Yes.
Or it could be Randy Johnson as well.
Well, the last time anybody did it, American or National League, Jacob deGrom, 2018 and 19.
So this would just be for American League?
American League.
Okay, and it would have been 99, 2000. I'm going to say Pedro.
Yep.
Let's go.
Pedro Martinez.
Look at the big brains on Adam. Let's go. Useless sports knowledge. The king.
So congrats to Skubal, and Chris Illich is a cheap you-know-what and is not going to pay.
I hope we do, but I
you
hope,
said it earlier.
But I doubt it's happening. Yeah. I think we're gonna probably end up trading him partway through the season.
It better not be during the season.
Yeah, for picks and stuff, or beginning of the season. But I mean, who knows? Who knows what they want to do?
Yeah. Let's get the Tigers enough wins to be like in a comfortable enough spot to be in the playoffs, and then get rid of Tarek Skubal.
Was it just that easy?
He's getting that Dodger money.
Oh, don't say that.
I know, but it's either the Dodgers or the Mets.
No.
Or the Yankees.
Yeah, put him on the Mets and Yankees. I just don't want him on the Dodgers, man. Dodgers and Guardians are the 2 teams I don't want.
Yamamoto, Ohtani, Skubal,
Snell. Now.
Oh, man.
Good gracious.
Michigan survived over Northwestern on Saturday. Bryce Underwood, 2 interceptions, but 280 yards, 21 of 32. And Jordan Marshall doing a nice job stepping in for Justice Haynes. Jordan Marshall with 142 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Justice Haynes, the Big Ten rushing leader and Michigan's rushing leader, out for the year. They just announced that over the weekend. Sad with Justice Haynes. But you know what? We still got Jordan Marshall. We're okay.
That's right.
And Bryce Underwood can run.
Yeah.
Michigan barely surviving over the Wildcats at Wrigley Field.
That's cool. That is really cool.
Michigan State played terrible. They lost to Penn State, but we already knew that they were really bad, so not shocking. I just feel bad for CBS. That was the game they had to put out to a national audience, was Penn State and Michigan State. I looked that up. Because I looked up the media contracts, like why? Because USC and Iowa played. Those are 2 top 20 teams, 2 Big Ten teams.
Yeah, feature that instead.
Every Big Ten school has to be on Big Ten Network at least twice.
Oh, that's
each
weird.
Season,
okay,
because it's the conference.
Yeah, so
channel.
they had to fill their quota.
Yep. So this last week they had priority in picking the game.
Okay.
So, thoughts on Sharon Moore? I've heard a lot more people talking about Sharon Moore and his job. Michigan's been winning. They're 8-2.
You got to give him a few years. I mean, for crying out loud, what are you talking about?
But Michigan, even though they're 8-2, it's been really sloppy, really slow starts to a lot of these games. They've had to come from behind. I mean, against Northwestern's bad. Michigan had 5 turnovers and missed 2 field goals against Northwestern. Had to come from behind and win. Now, that particular thing's not Sharon Moore's fault, but there's been a lot of games they've came in unprepared. Clearly, it's been really sloppy. Look at the Oklahoma game.
Yeah.
A game they needed to win. You look at the USC game, another game they needed to win, and not good.
I mean, here's my thought is like, not including the playoffs, but like it's really like a 3-win for a Michigan head coach. It's almost a 3-win season, 3-game season. It's Michigan State, got to beat Michigan State, got to beat Ohio State, and then got to win your bowl game. Or if you get to the playoffs, got to win your playoff games. But that's kind of it. So I mean, like, beat Michigan State. You got to beat Ohio State next. That's going to be a tough ask, but it's one of those things where it's just like, we escaped the season with one more loss. So a 3-loss season, one of them to Ohio State, 2 to teams that, it was USC. What was the other team? Oklahoma. So 2 teams out of our conference. Our only conference loss.
Well, that's a Big Ten loss is USC.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. Yeah, USC's in the Big Ten. I totally keep forgetting that. But still, like, you lose those games. If you end up losing Ohio State, you get a bowl game, you win the bowl game. I can't see that being a fireable offense for more, just because it's so early. Like, give him a few more years, and then we'll figure out. If we get a couple more years of this, then yeah, I can understand. But
because I think this is still the last year where Sharon Moore has some of Harbaugh's last recruits.
Okay, yeah. So
You know
let
what I
him,
mean?
let
So
him,
it's-
yeah, let him do his thing and see. But I'm not quick to jump on the bandwagon of being like, oh, get rid of him. We're not undefeated. I mean, come on.
Now, I've said before that I'm not the biggest fan of Sharon Moore. I'm not backpedaling on what I said here, kind of. But Michigan's still 8-2.
Yeah, still ranked.
They've still lost to 2 teams, USC, who still has a shot at making the playoff, and Oklahoma, who still kind of has a shot at making the playoff. That's 2 borderline playoff teams that you've lost to, and Michigan is the youngest team in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
A freshman quarterback.
Right. And also, when you look at, like, if we would have won one of those games, we'd be 1 loss. We'd probably be top 10. So I'm not freaking out at all.
And plus, if we win out, including Ohio State, Michigan's in the college football playoff.
Right. It's all going to come down to that Ohio State game.
Yeah. I think if they beat Ohio State, they are in the playoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless if they leave them out for like a 5-loss SEC team
Yeah,
because
I
they
doubt
like
that.
the SEC.
Yeah.
They'd put Vanderbilt in over Michigan. But no, I mean, it was, the entire, can things improve and can things not be as sloppy and not as many mistakes? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Sharon's not actually out there playing. He's not making the on-field decisions himself. Bryce Underwood's the one who threw 2 interceptions. Michigan
Exactly.
fumbled a couple other times, 5 turnovers total, and missed 2 field goals. And Northwestern, they're not very good, but it was a tough environment. And the weather was a factor. The wind, same thing with Philly on Sunday night. So I'm not ready to give up on Sharon Moore. I mean, he beat Ohio State twice, interim and head coach last year. If he beats Ohio State again and we're back in the playoffs, I think he's still around for a few years at least.
Yeah.
So, anybody that out there right away and says, oh, Sharon Moore sucks, let him go, we're not playing well. I hate to burst your bubble. That's not going to happen. They're still 8-2.
Yeah.
So just shut up.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There you go. There you go. David Rice.
Tell him.
Yeah. Tell him, David Rice.
And real quick before we go, Jackson College and Spring Arbor men's and women's basketball, they've officially started their seasons. The Jets men's team still looking for their first win. They're 0-5. They've got 2 road games on Wednesday and Saturday this week. The JC women's team, they got a nice win over number 6 in the country, Owens, last week. JC, the women's Jets team, 4-2. One game this week at Kellogg on Wednesday. The Spring Arbor Cougars men's team, they are 3-2. They started 0-2, and they've won 3 in a row, so they're 3-2. And the Spring Arbor women's team, 5-0, including a 57-point victory, 106-49, over St. Mary of the Woods on Saturday. I've never heard of St. Mary of the Woods.
Me either.
Clearly, I don't need to. It was 106-49. So, great seasons so far for both the JC and Spring Arbor women's teams. So, for that and more and all of our area coverage of high school and college sports, subscribe to JTV Sports for free online at jtv.tv. So, Lumen semifinal on Saturday. We have high school basketball starting in 2 weeks. Practice officially started this week.
Practice? We talking about practice?
We're talking about practice.
We're talking about practice.
Thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency. That's Adam. I'm David. We will not be here Wednesday.
That's right.
So we will see you for our Thanksgiving show next Monday.
Gobble, gobble.